One Chicago-based artist has come up with a novel or interesting idea for how to deal with our NSA surveillance-filled world, and that is to start an Indiegogo campaign to give people his face. Yeah, so that is the face of Leo Selvaggio. He is crowdfunding this Indiegogo campaign to sell 3D printed masks and paper masks of himself to people so they can wear that in public. Because, you know, we live in this world where we're all being watched all of the time, and there's very, very sophisticated software for face recognition. He's saying if you want off the grid, use my face, which is a very interesting prospect. It reminds me a little bit of The Matrix and a little bit of Anonymous's use of the Guy Fawkes mask. Now, what are his motives when we're considering this? Is this actually in response to the world of surveillance? Is this an art project, or is this narcissism at its best/worst?
I don't think it really does a good job of subverting the surveillance culture. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you make people anonymous, but if I was going to make a list of people I'd want to look like, Leo Selvaggio is not on that list.
Right.
Can I get like a John Hamm mask? Yeah. I could walk around as John Hamm all day.
I mean, that could be cool, but that is an interesting point, because we also have, you know, I just mentioned Anonymous wears the Guy Fawkes masks. Guy Fawkes stands for something. This artist is
trying to stand for something.
This artist also says
he could stand for something someday, but
he says, to be clear, I'm not anti-surveillance. Like,
okay, that dilutes your brand.
Yeah, exactly.
But
okay, great. So I'm not going to give you money.
Then why would you do
You're
this
an
at
idiot.
all? Why?
This guy's a knucklehead. I don't care for this. I don't care for this. It makes me really nervous. And by the way, I think that the main point of this story is that 3D printers are going to be the end of the world. The fact that you can make a gun with a 3D printer, the fact that you can make these freaky, stupid, weird masks en masse and sell them for $200 on the internet. I don't like this.
$200 is a bit much to make a statement. Saying, hey, I don't like all these cameras, I'm going to look like this other guy.
Also, what do you have to hide?
Yeah.
What are you hiding?
Well, see, that's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
And there are plenty of states that have mask laws. You can't just walk around in a mask all day.
I mean, not all day.
And I think, well, that's probably his angle, is that it looks like a face, so you're a little more subtle than if you're walking around and,
Do you think this is a man trying to be a hacktivist and not really succeeding, or do you think this is an earnest attempt to subvert something? I don't know what it is, because he said he's not opposed to surveillance.
I don't think there's anything earnest about this. I think this is all shenanigans.
But he did say,
news,
yes.
75% of crime in Chicago has been committed by Leo Selvaggio. So,
exactly.
Be on the lookout for this man.
Yeah, that's another thing. But he did mention in this campaign that he does not say that go out and commit crimes. He is anti-crime.
Now that you're wearing a mask.
Yeah, now that you're wearing
to subvert the government.
To go to the grocery store and not make people super nervous.
I understand I understand the need or the desire to not want to be tracked all the time, and to not, you know, to want to go into public and not have Big Brother looking over your shoulder all the time. I understand that, but I don't think this is the best way of doing it. And I think a little bit he might be taking advantage of people who do have that desire.
Is there any profit to be made from being tagged on Facebook with that face recognition thing? Like, could he be making money off of being in everyone's pictures?
He could be building up his personal brand so that he becomes more meaningful than perhaps he is. I don't know. I'm trying to not look at this like, oh, you asshole, and I'm trying to make sense of it, but it's difficult for me to understand this.
Yeah, we've already got Guy Fawkes masks, and those cost $5. I don't know why anyone would pay $200 to look like this schlub.
Yeah, and Guy Fawkes does have more significance than this guy. What do you think of Leo Selvaggio's plan for selling masks of himself to the world who do not want to be tracked? Is it novel? Is it altruistic? Let us know what you think below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe.